What's up guys, it's WoofWoofWolffe. Welcome back to Clone of the Week. After the end of Season 7, I had to update this clone's story, and this will likely be the only one to receive this kind of update. Your Clone of the Week is Arc Lieutenant Jesse.
If your plans are so good, why did Commander Cody have to call us in?
You can't talk to Captain Rex like that.
Commander Rex, you're in violation of Order 66. I accuse you of treason against the Grand Army of the Republic. You'll be demoted in rank from commander and subject to execution, along with the traitor Ahsoka Tano.
Among his fellow clones, Jesse was well known to have a sense of humor, and Fives even referenced it prior to their planned execution.
I won't let him get away with this. Don't beat yourself up about it. We made our choice. We knew what the price was. Yeah, speak for yourself. Still got your sense of humor, I see. Yeah, who said I was joking? Well, I guess this is it.
However, after the announcing of Order 66, Jesse, like all clones who fell sway to the initial order, completely lost all parts of his personality that allowed him to distinguish himself from the others. He accused his beloved brother and good friend Rex of treason and ceaselessly attempted to kill his friend Ahsoka Tano, both without a second thought. Jesse fought during the Battle of Mimban alongside Clone Captain Rex and Hardcase. The battle was led by Jedi General Lan Tik until he died and was taken over by Jar Jar Binks. After that, Rex consulted with Jesse and two others as they planned to evacuate the 501st Forces, while the captain dealt with the shield generator. Jesse achieved a military rank higher than that of Kix and Hardcase and went with a squad of the 501st to track down Separatist General Grievous on Saleucami. When Captain Rex was shot by a pair of commando droid snipers, Jesse realized that they were on farmland and decided to take Rex to the farmstead to recover. There they met a Twi'lek woman named Sue, who allowed them to leave Rex there to recuperate. Jesse was left in charge of the squad, and they continued through the wetlands to rendezvous with Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi and Commander Cody and their forces. Jesse and his squad tried to shoot down a shuttle that was trying to pick up Grievous, but they failed to stop Grievous from escaping. In 20 BBY, Jesse was with the 501st when the Republic launched their attack to retake Umbara. During the invasion, command of the 501st was given to Jedi General Pong Krell when Anakin Skywalker was called back to Coruscant by order of the Jedi Council. During their first attempt to take the capital, General Krell led the 501st to the main capital road without resting. An attack by the enemy forces forced Jesse and the rest of the 501st to fall back. When they were ordered to take an Umbaran airbase, Jesse and Fives were a few that spoke out against Krell's disastrous tactics. Jesse held his ground against the Umbaran militia's mobile heavy cannons until Fives and Hardcase were able to destroy them with commandeered Xenuas 33 Umbaran starfighters. After establishing camp at the airbase, Jesse, Fives, and Hardcase then worked on the Umbaran starfighters, breaking their codes. When Krell ordered a reckless attack on the capital to aid Kenobi, Jesse agreed with Fives that they instead could use the Umbaran starfighters to blow up the Separatist supply ship aiding the capital. However, when Krell refused to agree with their plan, Jesse continued to work on the starfighters with Fives and Hardcase. And thus, Jesse, Fives, and Hardcase decided to attack the supply ship themselves without Krell's support. They told Rex about their plan, but he warned them that he would not be able to protect them if they were caught. Jesse, Fives, and Hardcase then took the starfighters, posing as a recon patrol, and made their way into the supply ship. They were unable to destroy the ship's main reactor with its shields up, so Hardcase jumped out of his fighter and told Fives and Jesse to leave. Fives was reluctant, but Jesse convinced him to leave by telling him that he knew Hardcase, and there wasn't any point in staying. Jesse and Fives made a narrow escape while Hardcase stayed behind to blow up the ship, sacrificing himself in the process. When Jesse and Fives got back, they were taken to General Krell, where he had them sent to the brig. Rex unsuccessfully argued with Krell to release Jesse and Fives, resulting in Krell ordering their execution. Just before the order came to fire, Fives spoke up against Krell's orders, and in response, the firing squad missed Fives and Jesse on purpose. They were put back into the brig to keep them out of the way until they could be dealt with later. They were later freed by Rex when he realized that Krell had set them up to attack the 212th Battalion platoon under Waxer. When Rex and the 501st and 212th returned to arrest Krell, they freed Jesse and Fives along the way and gave them back their armor and weapons. Jesse, Rex, and the other clones then stormed the command center to arrest Krell for treason. However, Krell escaped into the jungle. Jesse, Rex, Fives, and the other clones were then able to capture Krell, who revealed that he was a Separatist agent. Jesse then agreed with Fives and Rex that he should be executed. He then watched as Krell was executed by Dogma. Following the battle on Ringo Vinda, Jesse and Kix went to 79's, a cantina located on Coruscant, in its capital, Galactic City. In the bathroom, Kix was given coordinates by Fives, who was wanted for attempted murder of Chancellor Palpatine. After discovering the clone army's inhibitor chips, and the Order 66 plot. Kix then informed Rex and Skywalker of this, and they went to meet Fives there. After Fives' death, Jesse became an advanced recon commando. ARC Trooper Jesse later fought in the Battle of Anaxes. During the campaign, the Republic forces were initially at a loss, and the planet was on the verge of falling to the Separatists. Suspicious, Rex and Cody met with Skywalker and Mace Windu to discuss their recent failures. Rex theorized that the Separatists were predicting his personal strategies, and because of the tactics used by himself and the Separatists, he now thought Echo was alive and in their custody. Windu allowed Rex and Cody to bring a small squad of clones with them, which included Jesse and Kix. For the mission, Cody called for the help of Clone Force 99, nicknamed the Bad Batch. During the mission, Bad Batch member Crosshair questioned Rex's plans, and Jesse stepped up to Crosshair in Rex's defense. Bad Batch member Wrecker then got involved, taking and lifting Jesse by the throat. Rex insisted that Wrecker put Jesse down, but the situation didn't resolve until Bad Batch member Hunter told Wrecker to drop Jesse. Jesse then helped Rex and the Bad Batch invade the Anaxes Separatist security outpost before they abandoned it to break into a Separatist cyber center. While Rex and Tech then extracted data of the algorithm being traced from Skako Minor, they soon became overrun by Separatist reinforcements and returned back to Republic lines. Jesse was later present at the planning of the attack on the Separatist assembly complex and fought in the combined attack on the complex to overtake it. The mission was a success. Sometime after the Battle of Anaxes, the 332nd Company was formed to take part in the Siege of Mandalore, a joint invasion between the Mandalorian Resistance and the Grand Army of the Republic in order to capture the resurgent Sith Lord Maul. Jesse was one of the clones part of this company and accompanied former Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano, Lady Bo-Katan Kryze, and others aboard an LAT gunship as part of the first wave of landing craft en route to the capital city of Sundari. Before the battle began, he witnessed a communication via hologram between Kryze and Prime Minister Almec. Shortly afterwards, the Republic gunships fell under attack by Maul's forces, forcing everyone inside the gunship to join the battle in the air, including Jesse, who used his jetpack to combat them. The Mandalorian Resistance and the 332nd managed to land and take control of much of Sundari in the ensuing battle, forcing Maul's forces into hiding. Jesse, along with several other clones, were on their way to reinforce the entry point on Sea-Deck in the Undercity of Sundari before Maul's forces attempted a counterattack against them. During the attack, Maul easily tore through their forces, asking about Tano as he did so. Using the Force, Maul managed to look into Jesse's mind and realized he was an older clone, most likely having served under Tano before. Knowing this, Maul took Jesse alive to get information from him about Tano. Taken deeper into the Undercity, Maul took Jesse to where his forces were hiding from the Mandalorian Resistance and the Grand Army of the Republic. Jesse was placed in stun cuffs and held in place by one of Maul's leaders, Rook Kast, and struggled while telling Maul that he wouldn't tell him anything. As Maul began to mention the plan laid out by Sidious, Jesse began to ask what plan he was referring to. After explaining this, Maul turned back towards Jesse and said that he needed some information from him. But Jesse refused to tell him anything. Maul held out his hand and used the Force to probe his mind for information on Tano. As the interrogation continued, Jesse began to cry out in pain. After the interrogation, Maul brought Jesse to the Sundari Royal Palace, where he awaited the arrival of Tano, Kryze, and Rex. After a feeble attack by Kryze, Maul used the Force to free Jesse out of his stun cuffs and allowed him to return to his allies as a show of good faith towards them. Once he returned, he apologized for giving Maul information during his earlier interrogation. Tano forgave him and Rex helped him out of the palace. Following the successful capture of Maul, Jesse departed Mandalore along with the rest of Rex and Ahsoka's surviving forces. However, during the voyage back to Coruscant to deliver the captive Maul to the Jedi Council in order to stand trial, Darth Sidious, whom Maul had been growing increasingly paranoid of, initiated Order 66, activating all of the clones' inhibitor chips, including Jesse's. The clones immediately turned on Tano, led by Rex. Jesse entered the command room alongside a group of other troopers opening fire on Tano, who was able to escape in a smoky haze caused by the firefight. Seeing Tano had escaped, Rex ordered Jesse and the other troopers to hunt Tano down, reminding them of the directive of Order 66. Shortly afterwards, Ahsoka managed to capture Rex and remove his inhibitor chip. Free of his programming to kill Tano, Rex began aiding her in her escape and cut all contact with the other clones, leaving Lieutenant Jesse to organize the clone forces hunting her. Jesse led the defense of the main hangar through which Tano and Rex were attempting to escape by boarding a shuttle. Jesse told the rest of the troopers to hold their position, stating that Tano and Rex would have to go through all of them if they wished to escape. When Rex seemingly brought Tano into custody, Jesse ordered for all remaining troopers in the ship to move to his position, and demanded Rex to execute the former Padawan, or else he would. Rex attempted to reason with Jesse, stating that she was no longer a Jedi, but Jesse reiterated that Rex himself had already ordered for Tano's elimination earlier, and they were under special order. Rex continued to plead her case, but Jesse remained unconvinced, unable to fight off the inhibitor chip, and accused Rex of treason against the Grand Army of the Republic, stating that he would be demoted of his commander rank and executed alongside the Force Sensitive. Before Jesse could execute the order, the hangar elevators were dropped by the droids assisting Tano and Rex. Jesse himself was force pushed by Tano down the elevator route, but survived his fall and began shooting at Ahsoka along with the rest of the troopers. Jesse ordered the attack to be redirected at the droids once he realized the elevator controls were locked, leading to their eventual destruction. He led one last assault on the two targets, but he was pushed back by Tano with the Force. At that point, lateral control of the ship was lost, as Maul, set free by Tano, had destroyed the ship's hyperdrive with the Force, causing a chain reaction of destruction throughout the ship. Jesse was killed alongside the other clones when the Venator they were on crashed into a moon. His body was later recovered and buried by Tano and Rex. Jesse's death marked the end of the Clone Wars series as we know it. 12 years later, and that's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for the next Clone of the Week. This is WoofWoofWolffe signing off, and as always, woof woof.